I now give the floor to the distinguished representative of the United States.
Thank you. The United States thanks Special Rapporteur Monica Pinto for her report reviewing her mandate and the legal framework. Independence of lawyers and judges is a precondition to rule of law and a central attribute of good governance. The United States supports this mandate. In far too many places, the independence of judges and lawyers is under threat. In particular, we urge the Special Rapporteur to review these particular situations. The United States is deeply troubled about Venezuela's arbitrary use of the judicial system to silence and punish government critics. The guarantee...
Do you have a point of order? Venezuela, you have the floor.
Gracias, Presidente.
Thank you very much, President. President, we would like you to inform the colleague from the United States of America that we are meeting here to assess the report of the special rapporteurs, and mine is not a country concerned, so we don't think it's relevant to deliver an opinion on a situation relating to the case of Venezuela. So once again, President, I wish to reiterate that if the US mentions my country again, I will take the floor again myself.
Thank you very much. We are discussing the issues related to the independence of lawyers and judges, and the delegations, I think, can raise a specific situation by way of example. So I give back the floor to the delegation of the United States.
Thank you. The guarantee of a fair and public trial before an independent and impartial tribunal is enshrined in Article 10 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Venezuela's own democratic historical traditions. We urge the government to allow political prisoners equal justice before the law, ensure that
Venezuela, you have the floor.
Gracias, Presidente.
Thank you very much, President, and I apologize for interrupting the proceedings again. When I took the floor earlier, I said that I would not allow the delegation of the United States to refer to a specific case in relation to my country. So I will interrupt her as many times as it is necessary, because we don't think this is the appropriate moment on the agenda of the Human Rights Council to relate to specific countries and cases relating to them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think I made a ruling saying that participants in this Cuba, you have the floor.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much, President. With all due respect for what you've just said, we believe that the delegation of Venezuela is also due respect because of the point of order that they've just submitted. We are here to debate the report submitted by the independent expert on the independence of judges and lawyers and the special rapporteur. In neither of these two reports is there any specific mention about the situation in the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. So the speakers must simply comment on issues that have been raised in the reports of both rapporteurs. There are other agenda items and other moments when specific country situations can be tackled. Thank you.
Thank you. I give the floor to the distinguished representative of Bolivia.
Gracias.
Thank you very much, President. We wish to support the point of order submitted by Venezuela. And we would also say that it is not appropriate to make any specific reference to any of the countries that are here. There are other fora to discuss these issues if they are of interest. Thank you.
Thank you. I give the floor to the distinguished representative of the Russian Federation.
Thank you very much, President. We have taken good note of what you have just said yourself. We take account of your position. At the same time, we believe that as things currently stand, we are here to consider the report of the Special Rapporteur on the independence of judges and lawyers, and there is no mention at all there of any situation relating to Venezuela. So, we would be very grateful if you could invite the representative of the United States of America to abide by the issue that we're here to discuss. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I give the floor to the distinguished representative of Ecuador.
Gracias, Presidente.
Thank you very much, President, and thank you very much for giving me the floor. I simply wanted to echo those who've supported the point of order raised by Venezuela. I think that there must have been a mistake in the understanding of the United States as to what agenda item we are considering. So just to refresh our memories, we are here to comment and have a dialogue on the reports which have been submitted by the Special Rapporteur on the Independence of Judges and Lawyers and the Special Rapporteur on International Solidarity. That's why we're here, and in neither of those two reports is there any reference at all of Venezuela. So we think it is entirely inappropriate to raise the issue as the delegation of the USA has just done. Thank you very much, President.
Thank you very much. Did the U.S. ask for the floor? Yes? So you have the floor.
Thank you. Just to thank the chair for his comment, reiterate that we understand this is a thematic debate, and it's reasonable in the context of a thematic debate to discuss relevant examples, and that is what our statement seeks to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there any other delegation who wants to take the floor? I see none. So with regard to the points of order by the delegation of Venezuela, I think as long as the statement refers to the subject that we are discussing, that is the independence of lawyers and judges, I think statement can refer to specific situation by way of an example. So I'm giving back the floor to the delegation of the United States.
Thank you. To finish, go back to where I left off, we urge the government to allow political prisoners equal justice before the law, ensure that counsel is not harassed, and ensure that the judiciary functions as an unbiased arbiter. We are deeply concerned.
Do you have a point of order? Venezuela, you have the floor.
Gracias, Presidente.
Thank you very much, President. Once again, we wish to say, first of all, that there should be respect for what you yourself have said as to the debate that we're having here and as to the positions that the delegations can express. So there's no doubt about that. What my delegation is questioning is the fact that the delegation that is taking the floor now is using examples or aims to refer to human rights situations related to my country on this agenda item. So we reiterate once again that this is not the appropriate Human Rights Council agenda item to raise specific country situations. If the delegation that is taking the floor now wishes to make negative examples about the independence of judges and lawyers, and they have plenty of weapons in their own armory and plenty of examples of violations of due process. So they could use negative examples from their own country. We don't think it's relevant, therefore, President, that they deliver any opinion as to the human rights situation in my country on this point. And I will, President, take the floor again as many times as it's necessary on this point. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I give the floor to the distinguished representative of Cuba.
Me disculpo por
Apologies for taking the floor again, President. In truth, I would ask you, in full respect, to call the speaker to order. She is not appropriately addressing country situations. She's doing so on an agenda item which is not relevant. I repeat that in neither of the ports that we're here to discuss there is any reference whatsoever to Venezuela. I would ask you to call the room to order and to respect the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I give the floor to the distinguished representative of the United Kingdom.
Thank you, Mr. President. The UK's request is simple. It is that all states respect your ruling on this matter. You've made a clear ruling, and it surely is time for us to all follow that and continue with the proceedings. Thank you.
Thank you. I give the distinguished representative of Germany.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would echo what has just been said by my colleague from the UK. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Is there any other delegation who wants to take the floor? I see none. I think I already made my ruling, and I'd like to encourage delegations to express their views or disagreements by exercising their right of reply instead of repeating keeping on resorting to point of order. So I'd like to give the floor back to the distinguished representative of the United States. Venezuela, you have the floor.
Gracias, Presidente.
Thank you very much, President. President, this is not about attacking the substance of the statement just being made by the delegation of the United States. We don't have any problem with listening to that statement. We just believe that it is not appropriate for it to be made now. And as the delegate from Cuba has said, we believe it is your responsibility to call the meeting to order and to follow the appropriate proceedings. We believe that the delegation of the United States is not speaking in following the appropriate order. And I repeat, we are really not attacking the substance of the statement that is being made, if you can call it a statement. Our point of order is procedural. We believe the statement that is being made lies outside the order of the proceedings that has been established, that has been submitted for today, and no report that we are here to discuss refers to situations in my country. If we continue in this way, my delegation is going to have to ask for a vote on the decision that you will take. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Indeed, I made a procedural ruling saying that the statement of the delegation of the United States is relevant to the topic that we are discussing. Venezuela, you have the floor.
Sí, Presidente.
Yes, President. Bearing in mind your decision, we believe that it is not relevant. With all due respect, President, we believe that it is not pursuant to proceedings. We are not considering country-specific situations on this agenda item. We therefore ask for a vote on the ruling on this specific point. Thank you, sir.
There was a request for voting, but I also have the request for the floor from the delegation of Cuba. So, Cuba, you have the floor.
Regrettably, your ruling is not in line with the proceedings for this Council, President. We support the motion submitted by Venezuela to vote on this ruling, and we would ask all of the Council members that respect proceedings to vote against the ruling. Cuba will be voting against. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I give the floor to the distinguished representative of Netherlands.
Thank you, Mr. President. Like colleagues from the UK and Germany have said, you have made your ruling, and we would ask the Council to respect your ruling. Thank you.
I give the floor to the United States. Yes? Cuba, you have points of order? You have the floor.
Sí, señor.
Yes, President. We would like to ask the Secretariat to advise you properly. We are now in a voting procedure, and non-council members cannot take the floor at the moment. So please respect the proceedings and the rules of procedure of this body. Thank you, sir.
I think we are not in a voting stage yet. So I will give the floor to the delegation of the United States. I will adjourn the meeting for a moment. Thank you very much for your patience. Before we adjourned the meeting, there was a request for voting. And according to a very strict reading of the rules of procedure, we should have gone directly to voting without having any discussion. But there was some confusion about the interpretation of the rules of procedure. So if there is no objection, I'd like to suggest that we go to the voting. The question here is, was the reference to a country not mentioned in the Special Rapporteur's report in order? If you vote yes, it means that the statement was in order. If you vote no, it means that you agree that the country should not have been mentioned. We will follow the same standard procedure for voting as we used during the previous sessions. However, unfortunately, for technical reasons, the electronic voting system is not at our disposal, and we shall conduct a roll call vote. The roll call shall be conducted in English alphabetical order of names of the council members, beginning with a member whose name is drawn by me. The name of each member shall be called, and each representative shall reply yes, no, or abstention. So I will draw the name of the first member. 34. It is Portugal. Let me repeat the question here. Was the reference to a country not mentioned in the Special Rapporteur's report in order?
Portugal. Portugal, yes. Qatar. Qatar.
Abstain.
Qatar, abstain. Republic of Korea.
Yes.
Republic of Korea, yes.
Yes.
Russian Federation. Russian Federation.
No.
Russian Federation, no. Saudi Arabia.
Abstent.
Saudi Arabia, abstention. Slovenia. Slovenia, absent. South Africa.
No.
South Africa, no. Switzerland.
Yes.
Switzerland, yes. The former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. The former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia is absent. Togo.
Abstention.
Togo, abstention. United Arab Emirates.
Abstent.
United Arab Emirates, abstention.
Abstent.
The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Yes.
The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, yes. The Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
No, absoluto.
If you can repeat, please. The Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, no.
No, 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 no.
Thank you. Vietnam.
No.
Vietnam, no. Albania is absent. Algeria.
Abstention.
Algeria, abstention. Bangladesh. Bangladesh, abstention. Belgium.
Yes.
Belgium, yes. The plurinational state of Bolivia.
No.
The plurinational state of Bolivia, no. Botswana.
Abstain.
Botswana, abstention. Burundi. Burundi, absent. China.
No.
China, no. Congo. Congo,
No.
no. Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire, absent. Cuba.
No.
Cuba, no. Ecuador.
No.
Ecuador, no. El Salvador.
No.
El Salvador, no. Ethiopia. Ethiopia is absent. France. France, yes.
Yes.
Merci. Georgia.
Yes.
Georgia, yes. Germany.
Yes.
Germany, yes. Ghana. Ghana. Ghana, absent. India.
Abstain.
Abstains. India abstains. Indonesia.
No.
Indonesia, no. Kenya. Kenya is absent. Kyrgyzstan.
Abstention.
Kyrgyzstan, abstention. Latvia.
Yes.
Latvia, yes. Maldives.
Abstain.
Maldives abstains. Mexico.
Yes.
Mexico, yes. Mongolia. Mongolia, absent. Morocco. Morocco, absent. Namibia.
No.
Namibia, no. The Netherlands.
Yes.
The Netherlands, yes. Nigeria.
Abstained.
Nigeria abstains. Panama. Panama is not present.
Sí.
Ah. Panama, yes. Paraguay. Is Paraguay in the room? No. Paraguay is not in the room. Absent. And finally, the Philippines.
Yes.
The Philippines, yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will announce the result of the vote. The result of the votes are as follows. 13 in favor, 12 against, 11 abstentions. The question was therefore responded positively, and the statement is in order. So I give the floor back to the delegation of the United States.